Good morning, sir. Today I will be discussing the CSS part of my code. So we have three CSS here, two of which is imported from the internet. This one is from the schools, and this one is just CDJNS for the logos of the contacts. And then this one is from my yours truly CSS that I've created. So we have div class top. Top CSS is for here lang po that that leaves the whole thing into the top, so it's fixed, so even if we move between pages it still stays there, so it's easier to navigate between pages. And then we have bar. So bar is basically the white thing here for this part. And then we have a button. W3 button is basically for the hover parts of this one that is imported from W3 schools. And then for home, header class home, for home is there is CSS for home that adjusts the max width of the images and also the spacing of the letters that will be used for that part. And then we also have a zoom animate that let me try zoom animate that has a zoom in and zoom out effect for 3 seconds, and this infinitely happens. And then next we have the portfolio. So portfolio, we have a container for which, and then these containers, we have also inside these are the folders. I created different CSS for the folders because I wanted it to be centered, and thankfully it's centered naman. And as you can see, let me show. As you can see, there's it's absolute, so I had to do mano for this part. Then successfully, thankfully naman, I did that successfully, kinda. And then we have the next part is for the services. Services meaning this part. First we have black CSS, which is just basically the black background. And then we have the padding, which creates spaces between the elements. And then we have opacity. For you will be emailed if your request is accepted here, because I wanted to ensure that this is the main part and this is only the description of the main part. And then we have W3 button for this part, button here. And then next is we have the zoom part. So we have a container. For the container is just the container for this order form, and then the zoom is for the zooming of the container part. That's an animated effect. And then lastly, I want to emphasize on this one, which is just a imported logos for Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, which we can see here. Wait, let me exit here. So I wanted to use that instead of taking images online because it's easier to do which. So that is all.